about it, think about it, think about it, think about it, think about it, about it.
What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. Go Black to Africa. So, you know, every now and then I like to throw a treat out there. I happen to meet my brother from where they tell me my family's from, the Cameroon area. My family is the Bamaleke tribe.
Oh.
The Bamaleke tribe, yeah.
Okay.
And so I ran across my brother right here, out here in Columbus, Ohio, and he got a story to tell because I started talking with him and all that right there. So we're going to get into it. Introduce yourself, brother.
Anyways, my name is Kafu, and I'm from Cameroon, the English part. The Bamileke tribe and my tribe were originally one tribe.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And then 10 chiefs of the Bamileke tribe moved apart into where my tribe is currently located, and they formed what's now referred to as the Bangwa tribe.
The Bangwa?
Yes.
Bangwa tribe,
Yeah.
okay.
So sometimes, for example, when the Bamileke people speak, we can understand and stuff like that.
Okay.
So basically, that's who I am.
Wow. Now, Cameroon, how long you been here in the America?
Anyways, I got here in 2019, and in the sense of it, I am pretty new here. I'm still trying to get myself situated and established and stuff like that. And it's been quite a ride.
Quite a ride. You know, it's very interesting because we were having talks, and it's a familiar story when most people, when they relocate, not just to here in America, but also in some other countries, getting the adjustment, getting used to the area and all that right there. What brought you here? How did you wind up here in damn Erica? Put the D in front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica. But yeah, how did you wind up here? What happened?
All right, so it goes back to the conflict, the armed conflict that's currently in the part of the country, because Cameroon is English and French, and right now there is a separatist movement going on in the English part where I lived, and a lot of youths are getting targeted. Youths like myself, they get arrested. Sometimes you don't hear from them, they just vanish. Some get killed. I mean, children get killed, and it's just a complete mess.
Wow.
It's just a complete mess. So for safety's sake, for the sake of my life, I had to leave.
You had to leave. Okay. And so you saw up out here in America. Why America? Because
my belief is that this is the land of freedom. That was my belief.
Yeah.
And that America is the leader of the free world.
Okay.
So if there is any place I could get freedom and justice, it would be here. That's what I thought.
And you happen to have a relative that is here that you kind of connected with to wind up here. Now, was there an asylum or something that you sought out, or was there just, you connected with your family member and you wound up here? How did that happen?
It was asylum. It was asylum because you have to, because I got in, I didn't have a visa.
Okay.
I didn't have a visa, so I came in through the port of entry in Mexico.
Okay.
All right, and getting in there immediately, I applied for asylum.
Okay.
So that's the basis of my stay here, asylum.
So you went through Mexico and then came this way.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So what do you think so far? Here in America, you've been here for almost 2 years.
Yes.
What are you doing right now currently, and how is it for you?
All right, so currently I am a delivery driver with a couple of companies, and so far it's not exactly the same picture I had. For real.
What?
Yes.
In what way?
In several ways. First of all, I'll just put it out there.
Yeah, go ahead, be honest. People waiting on the real answers. Yeah.
Life here is way harder.
Hold up. Life is harder here.
It is.
In the land of freedom that you thought, it's harder.
It is.
Please explain.
You work literally all day, every day. Now, people back home, they think, all right, there's a lot of money and you going to make it big and stuff like that. While that's true, sometimes the bills you have to pay are a bit actually more than how much you make.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why you find people working and working. It's a cycle. They just keep working and sometimes have 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and working 16 hours, 18 hours a day. And then I've seen cases of someone brushing their teeth in a car
On the way to work.
on the way to work. They were driving and brushing their teeth. Like it's that bad. But all right, before the conflict in Cameroon, we never had that. Never. I never had to work like this.
Yeah.
All right. And the quality of food is better.
Hold on, speak up now. The what?
The quality of food is a lot better
Where?
in Africa than here.
The quality of food, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a sense of freedom that I lack.
A sense of freedom that you lack.
Yes.
Please explain that.
All right, I'm a delivery driver.
Yeah.
And that takes me to a lot of places. A lot of places. I get into several different restaurants, hotels, and stuff like that. I meet a lot of people.
Yeah.
And what I found getting to certain places is there's this look you get, especially when you get into a place where it's all white.
Okay.
There's this look you get. It immediately tells you that you are not exactly the kind of person they would expect to see here.
Okay. Yeah.
And I watched a video one time on YouTube, and a brother, an African American brother, he was talking about how when you walk into such a place, you're looking around to see if you can see just one black person.
Yeah.
I connected with that video so much because it's happened with me probably every day.
Yeah.
I walk into a place and then I see the eyes, and then I'm scanning around trying to see if I can see just one black person.
Yeah.
And when we see each other, we look at each other, and there's usually that look and sometimes the nod. It's like, I got you.
Yeah.
Now that always leaves you with a sense of unease. But back home, you don't get it. I've been to Nigeria. Before I came here, I was in Nigeria. I went to Benin, the Republic of Benin. No one, you are home. I really didn't feel like I was in a strange land at all. Because
You feel like you're in a strange land.
back then, when I was in Nigeria, when I was in Benin, I didn't feel like I was in a strange land.
But now here in America.
But now I know, I am constantly reminded that they don't have to tell you, just the way their facial expressions, the way they look at you, I know I am in a strange land.
That is the stress and the freedom that one lacks when they are here.
Yes.
When you go to Africa, all that comes off of you. It goes away.
Exactly.
It goes away. So now, okay, so have you had any direct prejudice against you that you know of, or people saying things or actions by others that made you feel like, yeah, they discriminate against me?
Yeah. Well, all right. I'll say something said to me directly. But there was one case that stood out to me. There were 3 of us, so the attack came against 3 of us.
They were talking about you.
Yes, actually they talked to us.
Okay.
Here's what happened. It was myself, my brother, and an African American brother. I had gone to a restaurant to pick up an order. My brother somehow coincidentally came to the same restaurant. But before he came, the African American brother had come, and we were just out there vibing because the orders were not yet ready. It was a rainy day and the place was packed, like the whole parking lot was full.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this guy, the African American brother, he parked his car in a spot where normally they shouldn't park there.
Yeah.
But that's because there was no parking space.
It was packed, right?
Yeah, I saw him when he came around because I got there first.
Yeah.
He turned around, looked for a parking spot. He didn't get one, and then he parked there.
Yeah.
And there were several people, white people as well, who were parked in spots that were not parking spots.
Right.
Because there was just no parking space.
Yeah.
Now, while we're out there, suddenly this family, white people, they just came out at us.
Yeah.
And they were there was this one guy in particular. He was just yelling and saying we shouldn't have parked there, and we were like, what's happening here? Because we were shocked. We didn't. That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then he was saying this is the wrong spot to park and stuff. He just kept shouting, and he took out his phone. He was like he's gonna take a picture of the guy's number plate, and he's gonna report to police. And then the guy, we tried to explain, hey, look, there is no parking spot. Look around.
So basically, y'all were targeted while other people were parking in the wrong places.
Yes.
So that's one of your instances right there.
Yes.
It happens. It happens all the time. The Karens and the Kens that want to go ahead and approach us. Now, I just wait for the day. I just wait for the day because I ain't going to show no mercy. But anyway, let's get back to this right here. So you're settling in here in America. You plan on staying?
Absolutely not.
Why is that?
Because, truth be told, there's way more freedom in Africa, and there is plenty more opportunities.
Hold up. Say that one more time. There's plenty what?
More opportunities.
Why? How do you come to that?
I mean, the one thing I can say that I am happy about here is the learning process.
Okay.
There's several things that, for example, if I didn't get here, I wouldn't have known firsthand from experience that it's way better in Africa.
Ooh.
And there are so many, for example, businesses, systems that are here that are not in Africa.
Yeah.
That's why I say, for us who are here, we should be investing back home.
Investing back home.
We should be.
Yeah.
Because there are so, and if we can take advantage, for example, of the currency difference.
I told y'all.
The currency difference is huge. With minimal, let's say, just save up for a couple of months here, and you've got a huge investment capital in Africa. I mean, I totally understand the problem in Africa. One of the biggest problems the youths and entrepreneurs face is investment, the capital to start up a business. All right.
Yeah.
But we here, we have the opportunity to work and earn in a currency that has huge value in Africa. We can just use that and invest.
Use that and invest. Yes.
Create, therefore, job opportunities. You see, such that the youth, Africans in general, wouldn't have to come here and go through this what I call corporate slavery. No, because it is. You're just working and working, and there's seemingly no end to it. That's slavery.
Yeah.
It is.
There's no freedom to it.
There's no freedom.
You know, and then like I said, when I was down in South America, I had the chance just to sit down and talk to some of the locals, and one of the guys there that was staying actually at his house, and I said, man, y'all just seem like life is just so easy. And he said, there's a difference between how we live here and y'all live there in North America.
Exactly.
And that is that we work to live. Or we live to work, excuse me. We live to work, and they work to live. And so it just didn't make sense back then when he was kind of saying that. But then really in actuality, when I really start thinking about it, it really makes sense.
Exactly.
It really does. When you are inundated with just work.
It's a cycle. It doesn't end. And that's why a lot of those who came here before us, our predecessors, our uncles, our aunties, our parents, they are stuck because they are deeply rooted in that system.
Hard to uproot and then go back when you done built everything around you that it's hard to relocate.
I'll tell you about my uncle. He has a mortgage for 30 years.
A mortgage for 30 years, yeah.
Now he is in his late 60s.
Yeah.
How does he leave that and go back to Africa? It's some of these things that make them stuck here. It's up here.
It's up there.
But for us who are fresh, we shouldn't get caught up in the system. We shouldn't. We should try as much as possible to reinvest or invest in Africa, get back there, get our freedom. For goodness sake, yes, it's true. Some of the governments make it hard to invest,
Yeah.
but there are those who are still investing. There are business people in Africa.
Yep.
And who are, for example, Dangote he's a glaring example.
Who's that?
Aliko Dangote, the richest black
The richest
man in the
one.
world.
Yeah, the richest brother. Yeah.
He's made it big all in Africa, you see, which means that it can work. We just have to be committed to it. It can work.
You gotta work it
You just
in order for it to work for you.
exactly. So
So when you go back, are you looking at going back to Cameroon, or are you going to venture into other places?
I hopefully, but frankly, I was thinking of Ghana. I was thinking of, maybe Tanzania, Kenya, South Africa. I just want to me, it's Africa.
It's Africa.
Yeah, because it's just too much opportunities to let go.
Yeah, yeah.
And I look at my friend. I'm like, how are you guys? How are you not excited about the prospects of going back home?
You know, when those people come here, to me, I look at it. That's why I said we have an advantage. Who's lived, born, raised, whatever in America, and you go to Africa, because then you got this up here at a different mentality, a different way of looking at things that you can bring all that over there and make it big.
Exactly.
And so that's what my brother is saying, is that, wow, he sees things differently. That's why I say you got to get out of your four corners. You got to get out of where you are. Even if it's you in a city or a state, go to another place, another state, another country. And then you're going to see, wow, how people do things different. And then those minds, those ideas, those thoughts come up that I can really use what I got and take it here and make money off of it.
Because it opens your mind. It gives. I have always seen myself as a very ambitious person, but trust me, the ideas I've had ever since getting here, they've exploded, they've expanded. You see, and all of that I am thinking about. My goodness, if we could do this in Africa, my goodness, because it's so much, way too much for us to just let go like that.
You know, I was told by a brother who's from Cameroon, actually, and a sister, that the Bamaleke tribe and all, even in Cameroon, that they're really business-minded people. Is that true?
That they are, we sometimes equate them to the Igbos in Nigeria.
Okay.
They are something else. They are something. You would give them the tiniest business idea.
Yeah.
Come back in 6 months. You'd be shocked at what they've done. They are entrepreneurs. It's like it's in their DNA.
Man, when the brother told me that, and sister, and I was like, man, that's me. And he's like, yeah, the people from, these tribes in these areas, man, they're like this, that, this, and that, and this, and that. And I'm like, wow, that's just so much like me,
Yeah.
Being an entrepreneur, man, having all these thoughts, doing different business ventures. And he was like, yeah, that's just how they are.
And a lot of them don't get a lot of the conventional education.
They don't, yeah.
They don't go, they do, but not, they don't try to get PhDs and no. When they get to a certain level, they just take all of the knowledge they've gathered and invest it in their business. And they are the richest people in Cameroon.
They're the richest people.
They are the richest people in Cameroon.
See?
Yep, they are.
Well,
So that's just it. It's business. And the question of unemployment would be gone if we would just invest.
And let me say this right here too, because I think it is a terrible situation that Africans can argue over English and European languages, fight over European languages, and not realize that they are African. The French against the English against the French. And I'm saying it to any Cameroon political official or people out there who has in these positions, we got to stop that. We got to bring each other together as one. And remember, you were colonized by these people who created a division for you to be separate.
Exactly.
You got the last word, brother.
All right. So, picking up on that, we have to stand up for ourselves. All right, because
Even that, I guess.
they came to us, they imposed upon us their culture, their ways, and there is the neo-colonialism that's still going on now, and they're still trying to impose upon us their rules. But if we stand up for ourselves, all right, we empower ourselves. We get, because truth be told, when you have money, you can push around a lot of people.
Yeah.
And we get pushed around a lot because we just don't have the money.
Yeah.
But when we invest a lot, we stand up for ourselves, we get ourselves the money, we won't have a lot of the problems, we won't be pushed around the way we are getting pushed around right now.
Well, I thank you, my brother, for sharing, with the beautiful people out here who are watching. For those who are aspiring to trying to come to this land that they think is freedom, you've heard it. Hey, it ain't free what you think it is. And I've heard it time and time again. I already know. I had to work 3 jobs here, And so y'all know my story and all, but I appreciate you.
Thank you, brother. Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, hey, this is your man. This is your
brother.
Cold Black Dude.
Africa.
All righty. Peace out.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it.